Alright, welcome back to PC Building Simulator. We are here in the Razer Workshop because this is the OG workshop. The first workshop ever added to the game, and it is now finally on console because today we're going to talk about the new console update that just sort of like trickled out this week and then now is officially out and has been announced and it's been explained a little bit. It's finally here, at least for Xbox and PlayStation users. Now, Nintendo Switch will get it soon, but they don't have it yet, but soon. Hey, but okay, so it's on Xbox and PlayStation, the big console update that we've been hearing about for so long. For so long, it was Q1 of 2021, and we basically got it like right at the end of Q1. So I'm just happy it's here. I am super happy, and it is a doozy of an update. So we're going to talk a little bit about the update. And instead of trying to tell you everything that's in it, because that would be extremely hard, because just to give you a quick overview of what's new, the answer is everything. Basically, it means just so much new stuff. Like I said, DLCs. So we got the Razer Workshop, like this one. We've got the Asus ROG Workshop. We've got the NZXT Workshop. We've got the newest workshop that was added, the Aorus Workshop, and then we've also got the Overclockers UK Workshop. So all of those are downloadable DLC. They do cost money. I was looking, they're $6 US each. So, but they're just a workshop. There's no exclusive parts. It's just a fun place to build computers, and that is all it is. And that is all it is. So you can spend money on that if you think it's worth it, but you very well might not think it's worth it. And there's really no gameplay advantages behind it except for fun. And, fun and toast. Razer branded toast in this workshop. There's not toast in the other ones, sadly. So anyway, so new workshops. That's all added, all 5 DLC workshops. Big features. Feature parity with PC version 1.10.1. Now that doesn't mean a lot to you maybe. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit, but that's a big deal. So feature parity with version 1.10.1. Currently, if you're keeping track, the PC version is on 1.10.8, and we'll talk a little bit about what isn't on console, because that's actually easier to try to bite off than talk about everything that is, which is a great thing because so much stuff made it in. So much stuff. It is a huge update. So more than 250 new parts. That is insane. But it's true. I was thinking about it. I was like, console's been on like version 1.5, I think? 1.5? Maybe 1.4? I'm not sure. I was looking back through all the updates and I was like, oh my goodness, like you didn't have 3rd gen Threadripper. You didn't have tons of cases. Like, we didn't have cases from Colink. We didn't have... I think the NU has been weirdly excluded for some reason, even though it was technically in the update that was added, but wasn't in the update for consoles. But so tons of new cases. This case is in it. Tons of new parts. Tons of new motherboards. Big kind of feature. Big parts. Headlines are RTX 30 series. That's a big one. AMD 5000 series. Yep. Both of those they're all available on console now. There are a few parts that are not, and we're going to talk about those soon. We've got new partners. So Colink, they added cases. They've of course got their Big Chungus, which is, and they've got some other ones. I guess we can look at the other ones too. But they have a bunch of different ones. They were added as a partner a while back. The Big Chungus is a ton of fun. Their other cases are cool too. So they're new. Steel series, they only make, I forgot. They only have peripherals, but they are in the game now on console as well. So those are all there. So those are 2 new partners that were added, though I don't know. I was thinking back, like so far back, I was like, I don't even know if console, and you guys can let me know, console players out there, was Alpha Cool in the game on consoles? Like, I feel like Alpha Cool is a partner that was added after console's been updated most recently, but I'm not exactly sure. I can't quite remember, so you guys can let me know. But tons of new stuff. So let's go through and talk about what does the console version not have, because it's a lot easier to try to approach than talk about what it does have, and that's a really good thing, because the good news is it basically has everything. The only thing it doesn't have, so like we said, the PC it's on the PC version parity with PC version 1.10.1. 1.10.1 being a like small bug fix to 1.10, so it's not really a big deal, but basically 1.10. So it has everything except for what was added in 1.10.5 and 1.10.8. And 1.10.5, whoops, 1.10.5 was our big, really the headline there was AMD RX 6000. So our graphics card's here. This is the 67, what are we at here? 6800 XT? I can't remember. Where is it? Hello, 6900 XTs. So these are not in your game on console. You do not have the 6900 XT. You do not have any of the 6000 series of these Radeon graphics cards. So you don't have the 6800, you don't have the 6800 XT, you don't have the 6900 XT. But you do have all of those new 3080s and 3070s. Basically, and honestly, what's great is that this parts list is ordered in order of what was added to the game most recently, the most recent being at the bottom. So you've got everything above this. You've got the Founders Edition cards, you've got those 3070s, the 3080s that were added from different vendors. Super great. You don't have the RX 6000 cards. You also don't have the Supreme series of graphics cards, the 3080 and 3090 from MSI. You don't have the 3060 Ti. This is the only 3060 Ti in the game. That was also added in that RX 6000 update. So those are the only graphics cards you're missing. You're missing a couple liquid coolers that were added also in this RX 6000 update. So the ones from MSI, the Core Liquid 240R, the 360R, you don't have those. Not a big loss. One motherboard? Yeah, I think one motherboard, the MSI MPG B550 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi. You don't have that? And this is if they're exactly following feature parity. I guess you guys can let me know if this is wrong. I'm going off of feature parity. But let me know. Maybe you'll have it somehow. Maybe it won't be perfectly feature pariterized. I don't know what I'm talking about. But the great thing is, like, those are the only really significant parts that you're even missing, and RX 6000 is probably, like, the most interesting part of that. So that's it for the most part. There was now just very recently this most recent little Murder by Numbers peripheral update. You won't have that, so you won't have these fun, like, retro keyboards or the fun retro mice. And I did a video on this update too, if you want to go back and look at it in detail. But these little mice or these mouse pads, and there's also a couple bigger ones, but it's the same thing. So you won't have that, but you'll have everything else. Like you'll have all these new parts. You'll have some cool new features in the game, like part filtering. Like I want to only look at motherboards that are AM4 and use the. Can I do this? Is there a chipset? Yes. I want to only look at B550 chipset. Boom. You have part filtering now, which is a really great feature. Super helpful. Really useful. You can do price filtering, which is really convenient too. I wish you could do sorting. Like, you know how helpful that'd be to be able to do sorting when I'm trying to make like the cheapest PC. You can filter by price, but you can't sort by price. But still, that's pretty cool. You also have this up here, the Cloud Notes app. Wow, I forgot that I wrote this. This note back when I was doing the esports expansion. Which the esports expansion is another thing you do not have. The esports expansion has not been ported to console, which is too bad because it's fun. Hopefully they bring it. I think the fact that they brought the DLCs. I mean, this was a major development lift to finally do this, and I'm glad that console's finally updated. And I hope that console stays more in line with PC. Because it's been very, very sad to have to explain new updates to people, and then the console players are feeling really bad in the chat. Console players are feeling much better now, I think. But yeah, you see the Cloud Notes app. It's useful like if you're playing the campaign mode and you want to keep track of things, you can go in here and throw notes up, and you can have a little place to write things, which is helpful. Like, hey, don't forget that Blade Slash is annoying and wants an RTX 3080 Ti Extreme. I do not remember writing that. I probably did it during a video and I don't remember it. But yeah, that's a great feature. So you've got some like cool new gameplay like feature things. Yeah. So I guess all of this is to say, this is a great update, and console players, you've got a ton of stuff to work with. And if you have the game on console and you haven't played it yet, you should go take another look at it because you are going to enjoy it much more. You can make computers like this one. There are no parts in this computer that you don't have access to now. The world is your oyster, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, there's so much more content now. Like, if you haven't played the game in a while on console, definitely jump back in, because there is so much more to do and so many more components to mess with. And there's new, you know, water cooling components you can mess with and play with, and you can build a system like this. And yeah, I mean, I'm just happy for you guys, really. I'm actually just like relieved that we're finally here. So hopefully we stay more updated from now on, and we can all grow together in PC Building Simulator world. But let me know if you guys have questions, or let me know if any of the things that I said aren't right, because maybe that's not perfectly feature parity. I don't know how to make that word work, actually. But maybe like the feature parity isn't perfect. I don't actually know. So let me know, console players, how it's going. I've seen a few people who have run into some interesting bugs. The console version kind of had to be redeveloped, and I don't know if it's like reported necessarily. So I think there's been a few like oddities with that, and there'll probably be some bug fixes needed. I've seen some weird part fitment issues, and you know, like things not lining up right, IO shields in weird places, you know. But let me know if you guys are console players, you've been playing it. How's it going? How's the update? Do you love it? Has it changed your life? I hope so. Yeah, I guess hopefully you guys found this helpful and you enjoyed. And if you did enjoy and you want to see more videos of PC Building Simulator, be sure to subscribe. And either way, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video, where we all play PC Building Simulator together, because we all have the same parts. It's going to be great. I love it. It's great. Anyway, see ya.